All right, Ben, go ahead.
Hey, Dorian, what did you see when you went back and looked at the film, particularly on those 2 turnovers you had?
Yeah. I think the defender made a great play on that interception. I tried to fit it around him, and, he tipped the ball and made a great play on it. And we made some adjustments to, get the receiver around in other ways so we didn't have to worry about that problem. And then on the fumble, just a miscommunication between me and Felt. He thought I tried to pull it late. He tried to, he thought I was handing off the ball and stuff like that. So just a miscommunication. We got it handled out here on Monday, so.
It sounded like from the other guys we've talked to so far this week that you guys have kind of had some good energetic practices. Would you say that the mindset and morale is how would you kind of describe it right now?
Yeah, I mean, going back and looking at the film, I think the offense played really well in the second half. And again, the defense played really well too. We gifted them 21 points. If you go back and look at the stats, I think they only went 20 yards for those 21 points. So knowing that and knowing how well we executed on the ball on both sides really gave us some momentum going into Monday. So,
thanks.
Mike.
Morning, Dorian. Looking at some of your passes, not the greatest pass completion, but what do you got to do to try to be more accurate and have more explosive plays, as we did see with obviously you had that big run and you connected with Greg Dulcich. What do you got to do to try to reel in bad passes and get more explosive plays?
Yeah, just coming out here on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, working on stuff with the receivers. A lot of our offense is based off of option routes, and guys have a lot of responsibilities in terms of the routes that they can do. So just getting on the same page, I think that's why you see a lot of my passes may look off when in reality, maybe a miscommunication between me and the wideout. And so just getting on the same page there. And then again, just following the plan that Coach Kelly and the rest of the offensive staff has for us. And so just again, playing play by play and just working together as a team.
Joe.
Dorian, just in terms of scouting Utah, is it almost the same as last week in terms of trying to evaluate Colorado?
Yeah, I'd say so. We're just going off of last year's film, our game against them last year and stuff like that. So just trying to break them down any way we can possible. They haven't played this year, so we don't have any tape on them this year, but going off of last year's tape, I think we're pretty prepared.
And then just what do you think it'll be like playing at in an empty Rose Bowl and then just last week playing at Colorado?
Yeah, that fans and all that stuff really has nothing to do with the game. You can't let that affect you at any point in the game anyway. So not even focused on it. We're focusing on the play and trying to win the ball game. So.
Okay, thanks.
Back to Ben.
How did you feel the offensive line played in that opening game? You obviously had to do some scrambling on some plays. What did you see from them, and what did you guys talk about after the game?
Yeah, those guys did a great job. I think we only let up 1 sack. And whether it was, them blocking up front or them making the right call, so I knew where I was hot and I knew where to get the ball out on time. So like I said, when you only give up 1 sack a game, I think that's pretty good for an offensive line. So,
one other thing, I'm sure you saw that Utah has some issues with the virus. Obviously, they didn't play last week. Are you, as a player, does that give you any anxiety about whether the game's going to get played? Do you track and monitor their situation at all, or are you kind of laser focused on what you guys are doing?
When it comes up on my Twitter feed or Instagram feed, I'll pay attention to it. If not, I'm out here focusing on Wednesday and Wednesday's practice and getting on the Thursday. So, like I said, I have no worries. Just like in quarantine, I had no worries then. I'm taking it day by day and focusing on the next day at hand. So.
Mike, did you have another?
On your scoring drives, you guys actually scored pretty quickly. Is that the game plan, or was that just to play catch up?
I think we're just playing the play by play, and things happen, and we're just taking what the defense gives us, and if it's a touchdown, it's a touchdown. So I think that's where that comes from.
Quick follow-up question. I should have asked Coach Kelly, but have you heard anything about any loosened restrictions at the Rose Bowl allowing family in?
I have not, actually. I have not.
Thank you.
Anything else for Dorian? All right. Thank you for your time, Dorian.
Thank you, everybody.
Ben, you want to start us off?
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Looked like you guys got off to a good start there. You made them punt on their first drive, and then you guys kind of were on your heels because you were having to run back onto the field after turnovers. How did that impact the way the game kind of unfolded and you guys had to play as a defense?
We wanted to keep like the same mentality going out there, just try and stop them, get off the field. So we didn't let like whatever happens, we say, so what, now what? So we just trying to get off the field either way. We don't care if it's backed up or they're backed up.
How did you, when you went back and looked at the tape, how did you feel that the D-line did as far as generating a pass rush and putting pressure on them?
I think overall we had a few QB hits. So overall our pass rush was, I think it's gotten a lot better from last year. But they were getting the ball out quick, so it was tough to get there, but we did the best we could.
How happy were you with, you guys have kind of tweaked that defense a bit going into this season. Did you feel like it generated some issues that you were happy with as far as the way it kind of counteracted the offense?
You said if it generated issues?
Well, just causing problems for the offense, basically.
Oh, yeah, I think the vertical attack has like made a big difference in going against the offense. A lot more penetration, get them on their heels.
Who else on the defense did you think had a good game?
I think Osa, they had him listed with 5 tackles and 1 assist also. So that's pretty good stats for a D lineman.
Thanks.
Mike.
Morning. You guys actually had 8 tackles for a loss. I think you averaged about 6 last season. You know, how is that helping the defense, and how can you improve on a rush, especially getting to the quarterback, and try to prevent you know, giving up so many yards?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like an attacking defense. I think that helps a lot with getting pressure on them, stopping the run in the backfield especially. And that will help generate a better pass rush. If it's 3rd and long, like they have less options to go to in the pass game, so they want to get downfield. So those TFLs, I think, help like build a pass rush.
Ben, another?
Yeah, we were hearing from guys earlier in the week that you guys had some good practices to open the week. How did it go today? How would you kind of assess the energy level and the mindset of you guys coming off that game the other night?
Our practice is always high tempo. Like we bring it every day. We got guys that bring juice every day that gets guys going. So our practice mindset, I would say, is like pretty consistent. And what was your other question?
Just kind of the morale of the team right now.
Oh, we still have a high morale. We're not going to let like anything stop us. Just like in Colorado came up on us, we fought back. We don't let anything get in the way of like what our ultimate goal is.
Thanks.
Mike.
Yeah, you talked about Osa, but there were some other guys that had some pretty big hits too. You know, Q Knight, Mitchell Agude. You know, what are your thoughts on how those guys who are new to the program, how they performed in the first game?
Yeah, I thought they did their thing for sure. I seen Q Knight, he got in on a few tackles that were pretty big plays. So like we just need that energy. He's one of our main energy guys. So I was kind of expecting that out of him, but yeah, he had a good game for sure. And Mitch coming from JUCO, playing in his first Power 5 game, he did his thing too.
Right. Any other questions for Datona? All right. Thank you for your time, Datona.
Yeah, thank you guys. Good.